Hello, Love Wrestling. It's Thursday night. It's 8 p.m. And you know what that means. It's another new episode of Between Two Beards.
Can we start off with the biggest news of the week? The Rats lost! But every night I make a new best friend, and the only problem is like having a good time. Forget yourself now. If you've got the budget, I've got the time.
There he is.
Hey, boss!
Good boss.
Hey!
The man with the finest beard on this screen.
Canadian men, boys, shut the hell up. Let me talk.
You see, the Rads are resourceful. When I got beef with somebody, I can find a way to talk to them.
Listen between two beers.
Getting down.
Hello, Love Wrestling. It is Thursday night. It is 8 p.m. And y'all know what that means.
Nope. I don't know what that means. But you know what rhymes with means? Little Mean Kathleen, who'll be on Quizflex at 9 o'clock. That didn't rhyme. What's it mean? Tell me.
It means it's another new episode of Between Two Beards.
We've
Welcome
already
in, everybody. What?
We've already got a controversy in the chat. Joseph with it says, hope everyone is well. And then Love Wrestling, who I assume is Spencer, said first. I don't know if you're actually first, if you're second.
No,
and
they weren't. They're second. They're second on the list.
Yeah, the second on the list. And then Sierra
Okay.
says, hi.
Hi. Welcome, everybody. Hope everyone's well. Dustin, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, my friend. We do have the hour tonight.
The
As
hard
Pluggo mentioned,
hour.
We got the hard hour.
Hard.
Not only do we have the hard hour, we have a big guest tonight, Pluggo.
Spencer's saying he has the screen.
We have a big guest tonight, Pluggo.
We do.
Tell the people who's coming on here tonight.
The biggest guest. We've got Travis Williams, the professional, aka your Love Wrestling Challenge champion, coming on here in a little bit. Maybe around 8:30. He's going to talk about his huge match at the Oil Rumble versus Zoë Sager.
Yep.
So you stick around. I know some of you beautiful people are probably here to see him. He'll be here shortly. He's a busy man. He's training. He's getting ready. Rogers Place is going to be rocking on Sunday. You're going to be in the house.
Sure am.
You're going to be screaming. Are you going to take your shirt off and get on the Jumbotron? Do one of these?
I mean, I can't. I don't want to.
You know, like
I'm an in the moment type guy, Pluggo. I'm an in the moment type guy. You know what I mean? So I don't want to predict it, and then in the moment, if I'm not feeling it, let the people down.
Yeah.
Spencer's offended. He's like, "Don't fly out here if you're not going to be doing that shit."
Oh, he was. Yeah.
Yeah. that's what he's saying. But he's like, "You're gonna come out here, and you're."
Oh, wrong button. They're moving on me. I know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not supposed to touch this.
Pluggo,
But yay, Travis Williams.
What is the rule?
What is the one rule? Don't touch buttons.
What is the rule? You're taking that one off. You put that one on. You're taking that one off.
Okay, what's it? This is JPJ's last Between Two Beards.
That is true. This is a factual statement. It's a factual statement that this is my last Between Two Beards.
Oh my
never
God.
having bed to Edmonton. It is historic episode.
Can you
Between Two Beards tonight.
Can you guys?
This
is what I want.
Yo,
Kill Crow.
How are you?
What's up?
Going on, man?
Go check out Kill Crow. He's always live. He's always live chatting on Twitch, and he's a fun time when he's live streaming the shows. I need you and Spencer to record of like an MTV crib style because you're going to be at Spencer's house.
Okay.
Between Two Beards Patreon exclusive, the Between Two Beards Cribs edition with Spenny Love. How does the owner and co-founder / founder, if he's the founder, it is his name of Love Wrestling, how he be living? We need to see that.
Okay.
So you just go.
I mean, I'm spending a week there, so I will know how he be living.
How he be living.
I will know how he be living. He's in Canada, so I would assume he's living better than us.
I literally just like to know, because he's such a tight knit with the budget here, that I want to make sure he's not living lavishly over there in Canada.
You know, and I feel like so far in 2024, the budget's been all right. I mean, we're spending a good chunk tonight getting Travis Williams on here. Let's be real. But you know, I think the budget's been okay. We've been all right with the budget.
We've tried, but tonight
we're talking about that right at the top. That's going to be the first thing we talk about.
Put it on the screen and we'll chat about it. Now.
I'll tell you right now, bruh. Lawrence, what's good, brother? What is good?
Lawrence.
Man? Right here. Nick Nemeth, my boy.
Lawrence, your Between Two Beards fantasy football champion, a.k.a. our lawyer extraordinaire. And yes, Nemeth debuted last week he debuted in New Japan, and we got really excited about that. But this was something better. I felt like this was better, something special, something different. By the way, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going to talk about Nick Nemeth in the Impact / TNA Wrestle Zone. Yeah.
That video, I think, surpassed 1 million views on YouTube too. His debut there. Incredible.
Needle mover.
Incredible. I thought it was very well done. I thought it was just, it was great. It was great. When he ripped the shirt off to see the TNA shirt, I'm excited about it. Then they announced he's having a match against Cardona.
Yes, at GCW.
GCW. Oh my God. Like, that is a match that I am going to pay money to see.
Now,
I want to see. I've seen that match before. But I'm like,
not in this setting.
No. Oh, I'm ready for it.
I watched the debut in TNA for Nemeth, and because I was on the Mark Order pod doing the Collision watch along, so I did see it, but I heard that throughout the night they had teased like a silhouette of a blonde haired person debuting in Impact, and everybody's got their little spy glasses on, and they're throwing out Dana Brooke, who obviously made her debut.
Elegance,
and then there was just other blonde female wrestlers was the main. And then all of a sudden it's Nemeth, and you're like, that's well done. I really like that. And then he goes and he attacks. Well, he doesn't attack Moose. He stands off with Moose. Moose goes to attack him. I think we're going to get Nemeth in that world title picture sooner than later.
They should give it to him immediately.
Yeah.
He should win it immediately. Should not even be a debate.
I'm a little. I don't follow TNA as often or as deep as I should, but I don't know why
they're on when we're doing this. So
I got to be honest. Why give the belt to Moose off of Alex Shelley? Because Alex Shelley and Nemeth would be a much better match, in my opinion.
I would, yes, fully.
And then Affilia's in the house, and she wants to know if Spencer has a Scrooge McDuck room full of money.
I mean, I'll find out. I'm going to be there.
That's what I'm saying. I want you to be like, this is how he living. He's got all of the designer clothes. He's got
Crow disagrees. They say they don't think Nemeth should get it right away. I just feel like, I mean, that's a massive signing. That's one of the biggest signings they've ever had, ever.
Does he need to go through more adversity like Cody Rhodes?
I don't. Dude, he showed up. That clip has over 1 million views. Eyeballs will turn to the product to see Nemeth. And I feel like if you make him the champion, like that's your guy. Like, that's one of the biggest signings they've ever had.
Speaking of other massive debuts that moved the needle, Mustafa Ali in New Japan showed at Battle of the Valley. He's sold out. He's sold out every show he's been on.
Yeah.
Needle mover, Ali, Nemeth. I don't know what you do with Nemeth. I know you put him in the title picture right away. Maybe he doesn't win it the first time, but I think that's ultimately your goal. And TNA kind of has a history of like, oh, we got this big signing. Let's put the strap on him early. Because, if you look at like Trinity, she won the belt pretty quick, and she's already going to be in the WWE, as rumors say. Maybe she won't be. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Man,
What a time to be
Oh,
alive.
I loved it. I felt so happy for him. I was like, hell yeah, dude. I was like, get after it. And I'm happy for Ali too. I've long said that dude's a star. They literally had no idea what to do with him.
And of course,
oh yeah, yep. And you're not lying, Dustin. If we're speaking of New Japan,
yes,
I will talk. Yes, I will talk about this because I did not watch Battle in the Valley, but I clearly saw that clip.
I think everybody saw that clip.
Yeah.
It buried what a good, decent show that, like a really good show that was.
So Jack Perry shows up at New Japan at Battle in the Valley. He rips up his AEW contract, and then he puts on a black armband that says Scapegoat.
He's no longer Jungle
somebody?
Boy. He jumped. He jumped somebody.
Do you remember who it was? Because I didn't watch the show. I just saw the aftermath. Was it somebody of importance?
In the chat, let us know.
And I agree with you, Crow. It is a shame on WWE. That guy was oh my God.
Should have retired there.
Oh,
dude's been there for 20.
Yeah.
Him and Shelton. But yeah, Jack Perry shows up looking. I like it. I'm interested in it. I would assume, obviously, 1000%, this is story, the contract, and everything. But even if it's not, and you noticed on Wednesday too, the Bucks leaned into the angle too. Why not, right? I guess, like, I know we've talked about stay in your own lane, do your own thing, but if you're going to do this, you might as well steer into the skid, right? Don't just be in it. But I'm excited, man. Jack Perry's back. Wrestling's awesome. It's only January 18th, and so much has already happened.
Yeah. Yeah, and we got the Royal Rumble coming
I'm filling up my planner a lot.
LPW week. The Royal Rumble is a week from Saturday. Oh my God!
And we've got a massive Quizplex at 9:00. If you stay tuned to this very channel after we finish up, Little Mean Kathleen, who cashed in a Money in the Bank, I assume. I didn't know. Like that, yeah. I didn't realize until last Quizplex that you could just show up and call your shot. So you never know who's going to show up. But Little Mean Kathleen is going to defend against Barack Garani, who's wrestling at the Oil Rumble. And Mars the Specialist, who's also wrestling at the Oil Rumble. And we're going to talk to Travis Williams, who's wrestling at the Oil Rumble. So it's Oil Rumble LPW week here.
You're damn right.
On Between Two Beards, baby. You got Shota Umna.
Shota Umino.
Umna.
I got it.
I'm not good at the names.
I got you, Doug. You know I got you.
I don't even know if I can pronounce your name without screwing it up.
You know I got you, Doug.
That's why you're here. That's why I love you.
You know I got you, bro.
Yeah, Oil Rumble, baby.
As Love Wrestling Spencer in the chat says, the Oil Rumble is gonna hump on Sunday, y'all. It is gonna rule 5 big time matches. It's gonna be a lot of fun at Rogers Place.
But my question to the chat is, can we get 5 more likes? It's Zark's in the house. Can we get 5 more likes? That'll get us to 12 before Travis Williams joins us in about 15 minutes. Can you share this out? Can you tell your friends to join us? Let's get ourselves to 12. Maybe we can finish with around 15 to 20. But hey, is there a way that you can watch the Oil Rumble? That I actually do not know.
Yes, I actually don't.
It's
we'll get back to you on that.
We'll get back to you. We'll ask the people in the know, because it is during a hockey event at Rogers Place, so it's going to be in between everything. So wherever the Oil Kings are broadcast is probably where you could watch it.
Yeah.
I will tell you this.
LPW
if you don't,
too, though.
But I can tell you this: if I know Spencer Love, I'll tell him. But if I know Spencer and I know the Love Wrestling crew the way I know the Love Wrestling crew, all those matches will be uploaded from the Oil Rumble almost promptly after they're done, and they'll either be on our YouTube channel right here or at lovewrestling.com on Patreon, at Love Wrestling CA on Patreon. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you'll be able to see these matches. They're gonna rule. I don't know if you'll be able to see them live.
I think what Zach said right there, it's going to be presented afterwards. So you will be able to watch it. Just you won't be able to watch it live as it's happening. But
then, of course, like you said, Friday night on IWTV Live and in the flesh for the first time.
The debut of LPW Live.
We will have
TV.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah,
Kill
next
Crow.
Friday-
Kill Crow. Here's your opportunity to live react to some Love Wrestling. IWTV Friday night, LPW 22 at the Rec Room, back in our home base.
Yeah.
That show's going to rule as
next
well.
Friday, January 26th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7
And
p.m. Mountain Time.
And you're going to be there too.
I will be there in attendance.
Are you going to fight Stephen
Boom.
Crow?
I hope not, because I will get my ass kicked. And
He said he wanted a piece.
He did. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'll scrap. I'm not going to let anyone push me around.
Listen, all I know is they better take good care of you, and 'cause I need you. I'm gonna go next week without you, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, I'm gonna be. I mean, I could be on like some of the show, I think, like at the beginning, but then I think I got to bail.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Be
We'll
all
so,
by myself.
I know. Next week, I feel you. Shh. I'm not trying to have a heart attack next week in Edmonton, bro. I might have one because of how damn cold it is there, but I'm not trying to forcefully give myself a heart attack.
Dude, bring your parka. Learn your Celsius.
My parka. I have a nice winter coat that I'm
like
bringing.
the big parka coat
has
with
a
like
scarf on it and stuff.
I'm
getting a haircut and a slight beard trim. I'm going to be respectable. What the hell? I was going to bring this to somewhere else, but I forgot. Well, that's how that goes. Oh, boy. In about 15 minutes' time, we'll have Travis Williams joining us for a little bit. Very much looking forward to that. I talked to Travis early on in the LPW show. That was when he was still pretty boy. Travis Williams.
I got
Obviously,
to talk
there's
to
been
him.
a transformation to who he is now.
And I got to talk to him right as he was the professional, and now he is literally one of the hottest talents on the independent wrestling scene, and easily, without question, one of my favorite wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to tell him that too.
Yeah.
Be like, hey man, you're like one of the best.
Me. I'll let you lead whenever the guests.
I'll cry. I'll be like, hey, I'm glad this is so. But what else? Go ahead. What else do we think about wrestling this week?
Seth Rollins. There's a.
Yeah.
The main event.
Jinder, baby.
Yep. The main event. Not a good match, Pluggo. It was not a good match.
It was fine.
I wanted it to be good.
It was fine. We got to do share back, baby.
Which I'm cool with. I want
Please.
Jinder on the
all right.
screen.
Let's talk about Seth.
But Seth Rollins.
The Seth news, because I got some questions about that whole thing anyway that I want to ask.
So a report came out that was founded, Fightful backed it up, but a report came out and it said that Seth Rollins got hurt during that match on Monday, and he had to be helped to the back, and he was noticeably limping, and that WWE set up an MRI, and they were hoping it wasn't anything too bad. Now, I don't think has anything come out since? I don't believe so.
Not that I've seen. If anybody in the chat knows, let us know.
So obviously I hope not, Crow. I assume that's what they're hoping it's not.
Oh, are you saying it is?
Like, has that been reported? I did not read it. I don't know.
Oof.
So until that's reported by somebody I trust, it is what it is. But obviously, Seth Rollins is a world champion. He is the champion of Raw. I would assume that his plan was pretty much set going into WrestleMania. It seemed like they might be going towards the CM Punk route. If all of a sudden Rollins is a serious injury and he's not there, that's going to take some shuffling. You're going to have to shuffle some things around, because now you might need to find an opponent for CM Punk. And what do you do there? Now you got to deal with something when it happens. Like, the championship's going to have to be
Damian Priest. Finally, please. Please, finally. Archer of Infamy, whatever you want to call him. Punishment Martinez. Cash it in. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of him walking down every time there's a title defense, standing there, and then walking over to the ref, talking to the ref for 15 minutes to have somebody kick him in the face. I'm over it.
It's fair.
What's our light goal? Our light goal before Travis Williams gets on is 12. So we need 2 more according to my calculation. I'd like to see 15 to 20 for the whole show. But if we get in the next 10 minutes, get a few more before Travis gets here, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. 100%.
That's what we're shooting for. But yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm sorry. The match was fine. I hope Seth's okay, but if he's not, just have him come out, have Damian cash in, because I get it. It's what we've always done. But at this point, if I'm handing you the briefcase, if I have a briefcase in my hand and I give it to you, that's all you need to know. I handed it to you. I'm cashing it in. I'm not handing it to you to talk to you for 25 minutes to have Drew come out and kick me in the face.
Yeah. That
Every
is
week.
one of that is one of the most annoying things that the Money in the Bank has become. Is like if you are a WWE official, and the person that is holding the Money in the Bank briefcase comes out and hands it to you, what the F? No, we're past
what are you
10
talking
minutes.
about?
We're past 10 minutes. What the fuck do you need to be? Why do you need to ask them?
What do you do exactly?
Why do you? What do you think they mean?
What are you talking about?
Context clues, guys. Context clues. What do you think they mean?
The rule they need to change the rule where it's like you hand it to the ref. That's it.
Oh my God.
Because why?
But it's not just, I mean, obviously it's happening week after week with Priest, but it's not just, this has been going on for years.
I know, and it's getting old.
Here's the briefcase. Here's the briefcase where there's a contract that I can cash in always, anytime I want. Here it is. Wait, you want to cash in? Is this why you're giving it? Yes. Yes. What more back and forth needs to happen?
I don't know why, but it's for some reason with Priest, it's far more annoying and obnoxious. Maybe because he's such a physical presence that it's like, what are we doing? But we chat, we talk, then we pan in close, then he gets kicked or hit in the face, and then he doesn't cash in, and it's the same thing every week. Come on. And Sierra, thank you. You should shout out Mrs. Pluggo. She's the reason that this background is here. It is dope. It's much better than what I used to have. Thank you so much. We need 2 more likes before Travis gets here for us to hit that goal of the pre-Travis likes, and then we'll do the post-Travis likes for the last 10 minutes of the show. Yeah. You know what else I hate? While I'm on this little rant about stupid decisions that people.
From Massachusetts. This is right up my alley. Let's go.
You know what else I don't like? I don't like Roddy Strong.
Oh,
coming out on Wednesday night, basically talking about all he wants is that international championship, confronting Orange Cassidy, goading Orange Cassidy into after a brutal match, saying, all right, let's do it. Let's wrestle right now, to only go, I'm going to give you 6 weeks. I'll see you at Revolution. What the f are you doing, Roddy Strong? Just take him out right there. Take your title and let's go. What is with these decisions that we're making? It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. I did think wrestling was really good this week, by the way, but these 2 instances, I was like, the cash-in thing is dumb. Once you hand it, and then if you're going to be the heel, you don't back down from a wounded baby face who just wrestled.
WWE did the same thing with Nakamura and Rollins, didn't
I didn't like that either.
It wasn't like a similar thing where Rollins was like, let's go tonight, and Nakamura was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
What?
Why? Huh? What are you doing?
Hurt. Just go take the fucking title.
That's all you care about. I'm going to let you sit here for 6 weeks.
No, you know what? I'll let your injured back rest. I want to wait for the pay-per-view in 2.5 weeks.
I want you to sit there and think about me for 6 more weeks, like I haven't been thinking about you for a month already.
I consider myself to be a pretty decent individual. I consider myself to have a pretty good moral compass. If given the opportunity, I'm taking that MFer out. I'm getting that title, and I'm leaving the champ. That's what I'm doing. And to
clarify, I like Roddy Strong. I love the mustache. I like what they're doing. That decision on Wednesday was the dumbest thing he's ever decided to do.
Oh, man. That's good. That's good. I don't know. Growing that mustache.
That mustache is top tier.
You
man.
like that mustache? I think it's a little too. I mean, I like a good mustache.
I like that mustache. Hangman Page.
Hangman Page's
mustache. Roddy, the Young Bucks. Mustaches are a thing. We need to get more beards going. But
I know Hangman's got the scruff though, so it
works.
Is like a beard technically, but the mustache is so much more defined that it's like a separate entity.
We got.
I did want to ask you.
We got 6 minutes. Crow until the Fatal 4-Way at the Rumble. I think it's a great idea.
Oh, I love it.
I hope some of those guys pull double duty and actually
very quickly. I know we're kind of bouncing back and forth, but very quickly, I love Nick Aldis as the general manager of SmackDown. I think he's knocking it out of the park, and I love that he has that attitude where he doesn't give a shit about Roman Reigns. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what this guy's done. This ain't working. You're not bullying me. You're not bullying me around.
This ain't for me, dog.
It.
But yeah, we hit our light goal. We bounce around on Quizplex night. We get wild. And Dustin asked our thoughts on Joe and Hook.
I think, first of all, Joe beat the shit out of Hook.
Hook can take a beating.
Joe beat the shit out of Hook. But I also think Hook, he looked good. He looked good in defeat. I think the crowd was behind him. The kick out at 1 after the muscle buster.
that was
pretty wild. That's
never happened. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. And that was after, first of all, that Uranagi on the announce table, that looked so gnarly. He landed like right on his neck. That looked gross. I liked it.
So we had last week's talk of the Twitter sphere was Hook and Jinder Mahal both getting these title matches and who deserved blah, blah, blah. Which one was better? Hook and Joe?
Joe and Hook was, I don't think the match was that good. Yeah, dude, we'll check that out.
Is that on?
We got Scott saying Hook was a made man last night. It felt that way. And then after the match where he was clearly not backing down and Joe went in there multiple times and gave him an extra muscle buster or whatever, beat him up a little bit. And then we had Hangman come out, Joe leaves, and then Hangman and Swerve, the never-ending story, which I'm not complaining about. I'm happy it's a never-ending story, but the never-ending story of Hangman and Swerve.
So I got them because I don't think you could send links in the StreamYard chats, so he sent it here. It says PW Torch, this is 8 hours ago, is reporting that backstage nobody would comment on the injury, essentially, which means it could be either bad news or it's going to be turned into a storyline. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm hopeful that it's a storyline.
I'm hopeful it's part B.
Yes.
I would like it to be part B there.
Because I need more roadblocks for Cody Rhodes. He hasn't had enough adversity to finish his story.
Just stop it. I swear to God, I'm going to be in. My last night in Edmonton is the Royal Rumble.
I know. It's like, for you, that's going to be fun.
If Cody doesn't win, our boy Ryan,
you
popping in
good
with the super chat. Thank you, my friend, saying can't watch until the end probably, but what's up? Plug-a-lows and plug-a-lets. Hell.
Ryan, listen, I love you.
Check them DMs, will you? Check them DMs.
Check them DMs. So I'm going to be in your DMs later today.
Yeah, brother.
I would like part 8 myself. Part B. Yes, I'm sorry, I can't read. But Ryan Sullivan, I'm going to shout him out because he super chatted us, and that's what we spread the love here. Go check out at Mark Order Pod on all social media. The Mark Order Podcast absolutely rules. They break down mainly AEW. They do Collision Watch-Alongs, which I was a part of on Saturday, which was so much fun hanging out with him and Miss Kate.
I was supposed to be, dang it.
And you missed a fun little collision. But yeah, go check those guys out because you know what? We love them. And thank you for the super chat, our friend. Means a lot to us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have Travis Williams shortly. Whenever he pops in, we're going to get him in. Talk to him about that Oil Rumble coming up on Sunday. It's going to be a good time. So, yeah, anything else? What else? We got to talk real quick. Grayson Waller almost beat up a Today Show style team over in Australia. Basically, their camera guy or their offstage help was mocking wrestling. It's saying kind of basically I could fight these guys. And Waller's like, I'll beat your ass.
He should have.
He should. He can't.
Obviously.
Remember what happened when
he did the right.
Remember what Name Redacted did back in the day on one of the talk shows, and that guy sued him. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. Sunrise TV or something, which essentially is like the Today Show in America.
I would have knocked them both into next week. That's what I would have done.
Let's not fight.
LA Knight's just sitting there just chill the whole time. You could tell he probably wants to do something, but he's like, no, I'm good. And Waller's like, I will kill you. Yes, we are doing it next Wednesday. I will be on location. I'll be in Spencer's house, but after Dynamite, so 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You should invite
Josh.
That late, I'm available.
Are you? I'll let Josh know, bro. I'll let Josh know. Bro.
Maybe I'd be down. I'll put the kids to bed.
We're gonna do the Rumble stream, so I will be probably on my laptop somehow. Doing
those are some of the most fun streams. I've never been a part of one, but you two absolutely kill it. I will gladly come on one if we can make it work, but those are fun. And yes, Ryan Sullivan respect post, Mark Order Pod is great. Yes. If you super chat us, we're going to show you all sorts of love because we appreciate it. It's humbling to us that people even come here on Thursday nights and hang out with us. So yeah, we love you. We love all you guys. And we hit our like goal before Travis Williams gets here. Let's just keep the like party going. And then, by the way, Quizplex at 9:00 with Zach. Zach right there in the chat will be hosting. Little Me Kathleen defends that championship that she just came and crashed. Again, I didn't know you could do that. That just now adds a new wrinkle to Quizplex. You never know who might show up.
True.
Travis just messaged me. He's about to hop on.
Beauty.
Beauty. Yeah, and he's going to take on Barack Garani, who's mad at me because I always pick Taryn from accounting, and Mars the Specialist, who wins every match ever.
Really?
Yeah. If you ever noticed, he claims when he
gets mad at you every time.
Barack, yes, he gets mad at me every time because he goes, you always pick your girl TFA, and I said, yeah, she's the third beard.
Well, I mean, yeah, come on.
I mean, what do you
expect us to do?
I love Barack Garani. Don't get me wrong, one of my favorite people, but like, I'm sorry.
Are we not going to pick the third beard? You know what I mean?
Heck yes, and you can absolutely bribe your way to a Quizplex victory.
Wow.
So if you're one of the contestants on Quizplex and you get enough super chats, we heard the beep. I'll wait for the thumbs up if he can hear us. Whenever he's ready to go, he's double thumbsing up. So I'm going to do this.
That's what it is. He likes to party. He knows.
I tried this out in my head. He's 1/3 of Sovereign. He's 1/2 of Sinner and Satan, and he is 100% your LPW Challenge champion. He is the professional Travis Williams. What's up, friend?
Hey, man. Thank you for the awesome intro. 2 thumbs up, 2 beards. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
Keeping it relevant. How are you guys doing?
We are good, man. We are good. Glad you're well. Thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure. I remember we talked way back in one of the early episodes of LPW show, you and I. So I was looking forward when I heard you were coming back on. So thank you for joining us. We'll get right into it. You know, big weekend, big week ahead for LPW. Rogers Place, Sunday afternoon, the biggest independent wrestling show in Canadian professional wrestling history. And you have a big time match on that show. Before we get into the match, how excited are you to be wrestling in that atmosphere and that environment in front of that stage? And, you know, it's going to be a very cool, I'm going to be there. I'm looking forward to it. I'm coming up for it. It's a very exciting day for Love Pro Wrestling. So how are you feeling about just being in Rogers Place on Sunday?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, I don't think obviously I've ever experienced anything like it. As far as, you know, independent wrestling as a whole, maybe even, or especially in Edmonton, you know, the fans, the wrestlers, everyone has never experienced anything like it. So, yeah, I'm stoked, man. I can't wait. I've been thinking about it for a long time, you know, ever since Spencer gave me the call and let me know about it. You know, it's been on the back of my head. And, yeah, I'm prepped. I'm ready. And I'm stoked.
Nice. And we got Spencer in the chat saying a little exclusive. We just broke the 7,000 tickets sold today, that's wild. That's a lot of people. That's going to be a fun time. I'm very much looking forward to it.
So let's just keep that ball rolling. Now, you've already wrestled Zoë Sager, but it was for her LPW Grand Championship at the time at LPW 18.
Yeah.
So you've already got a little bit of a playbook on Zoë. What are you like going into this thing going, I already got this, I already know what she's going to bring? Or is there any little extra now that she's chasing you opposed to you chasing her? Like, what's your mindset with this rematch, so to speak?
I would say there's even a little more pressure, honestly, if anything, knowing how the results of the last one went. You know, I wasn't able to pick up the W. I wasn't able to get that championship. And if you don't mind me stirring the pot a little bit, I'll say, you know what? I take this maybe as a little bit of an insult. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know, she beats me and then she loses to Larry. You know, everybody loves Larry, but on paper, maybe let's say, maybe you'd say that Zoe shouldn't be losing to somebody like Larry, you know? No insult to Larry. I love the guy, but, you know, Zoe holds herself at a high standard. So she loses her championship, and then she decides, you know what? I guess I'll challenge the guy that I beat. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me not to take that as a little bit of an insult on my behalf. You know, I am holding the challenge championship, so I'm welcome to all challengers. You know, I'm ready to lay it down whenever, wherever. But you know, I would say going into this match, there's going to be more of a chip on my shoulder than ever, and I'd say, you know, personally, I'm at the top of my game. I don't think I've ever been better than I am right now. You know, I don't think I've performed at the level I currently do. So yeah, I'm prepped, I'm ready, and we'll make sure that the result's different this time.
Oh, hell yeah. And so you said it, you're at the top of your game now. Well, hi, I got to stop real quick. Hi, Mrs. Pluggo. Welcome in, honey. Nice to see you. The wife is in the chat. Sorry, Travis. She gets mad at me and makes me sleep on the couch if I don't, shower her with love. But anyway, back. So you said you're at the top of your game, which is true. You're winning championships left and right. You're on this hot streak on the independent wrestling scene. Do you have room for all of these titles that you keep winning? And how many do you plan to win this year in 2024?
As many as I guess I can fit in my suitcase. And 3 right now is pushing it a little bit. But I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So
I love it.
How's it now, JPJ?
No, if you got another one.
Oh, we're just gonna keep. We're just gonna. I don't really. I mean, so we got. You said you're taking it as a little disrespect that they put Zoe into this spot. You're the challenge champion. You're going to put it down anywhere and everywhere. And again, and I've asked you this before ahead of that LPW 18 match. She's still aligned with Reed. Have you figured out a way to maybe offset the Thickness's involvement potentially in this match, or are you got a friend, a buddy, maybe that might show up, help you out, or are you going to be able to take the 2-for-1 special by yourself?
Well, I'll say this: I won't give any surprises away if there are any. But as far as Reed goes, you know what? I'll throw this down to Zoe. You know, if you wanna say you're at this level and you want to say how good you are and you want to compete, with the best. If I'm tooting my own horn, then leave Reed in the back. You know what I mean? If you're as good as you say you are, prove it. Prove it to what Spencer say? 7,000 people.
Yeah.
Prove it to 7,000 people. Prove it to me. Prove it to all the wrestlers in the back that I'm sure will be watching. Let's do this one-on-one.
Ooh, I love it. So as Pluggo said, and as we know, the last time you fought Zoe, you were the challenger trying to become champion. This time you are the champion trying to keep your title. As a wrestler, is your mindset different pending on that scenario, or do you have the same mindset you do for any match that you're having?
If anything, I guess it's a little more confidence. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much. I'm not going to say it's another match because obviously it's not, given the circumstances. But yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, losing's not in my game plan or in my head whatsoever. So as far as that goes, I guess the chase can be greater, but the championship obviously gives me confidence, especially with the streak that me and Judas are on right now. So. Yeah.
Talk about that for a second. You guys just won the Prestige Tag Team Championships. That match was an absolute banger. You and Judas are on another level. I know we're talking heavy LPW, but for Sinner and Saint specifically, like, what is the goal in 2024? What's the goal as a tag team for you two? Because you guys, like I said, been on an absolute tear right now.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I think for me and Nick is that, we excel as a tag team, but we're also proud of the work we do as single wrestlers as well. So I guess the game plan for 2024 is anywhere and everywhere. We want, we say it all the time on Twitter. We say it in promos. We're here to take. And we're greedy, and 2024 we're going to be greedy all year long. And we really do, at the end of the day, we want it all. Yeah, I mean, that's what we've done so far. And that's not going to change. So
And we only got a few more minutes left with Travis Williams. So if you have a question that you specifically want to ask the professional, hit us with a super chat. We'll get it answered. But I got to ask, because like JPJ had mentioned, he had talked to you way back when you were the golden boy, and now you're the professional. When did that mindset kind of switch for you? I know we've talked about it in the past, but maybe to some fans that are going to see this Royal Rumble for the first time, maybe see your backstory. When did that switch flip for you and, Sovereign specifically, Judas and you, whoever, to go, you know what? I got to start just taking what's mine. I'm no longer going to be the nice guy in wrestling. When did that mindset flip?
I think it was a long progression of just knowing that there needed to be some change. With I guess how I presented myself, how I wrestled. I'd say a big change of it is actually due to my sovereign brethren, Evan Rivers. When I lost that NEW championship, if you notice, shortly after that, the hair was gone, the attitude changed. There's not as much, I guess, being an arrogant asshole as much. Obviously it stays a little bit, but I focus more on my wrestling game, my technical game, and I just knew there had to be a change. At Defy, I didn't pick up a lot of wins. As the golden boy, you can say what it is. I just wasn't very successful. I knew there had to be a change, and I found allies with the guys that would constantly best me, and that was Judas Icarus and Evan Rivers. And now that we're sovereign, like I said at the beginning, I never felt better. We train together, we work together, we're constantly improving. We get to the back after a match, and it's no that that was a fun time. That was a good time. It's what did we need to change to be better? What do we need to do to get to the top? We don't beat around the bush with each other. It's obviously shown in our work, and we're just constantly improving. Because I'll say it again, we're here to take, and S's are going to stay up, and they're going to stay up all 2024. And as long as we keep improving and keep getting better, keep testing ourselves, that's the game plan. So.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask, last year you and Judas, you were on an episode of AEW Collision. So I was going to ask just kind of about your experience being in the building with AEW that day, and just kind of that experience for you and Judas when you were a part of that show. Yeah.
Obviously, I think people use the word surreal a lot. I'll use it because it is surreal. It's a totally different environment, obviously. But I look at it less of like, oh, that was a cool experience, and more of I want that again. I want that back. I'll tell you that's not the last time Sinner and Saint, or Sovereign for that matter, will be in an AEW ring. It was a great experience. We obviously didn't get the win. And an AEW win is on Sovereign's bucket list. And it made me hungry for more, if anything. And I'm sure Jude would say the same thing.
Cool. Heck yeah. Now I know you like to be the professional, but I have a little fun. Dylan Miller's in the chat, wants to know, how'd you get so cute?
I was going to ask him the exact same thing.
Oh,
I think I'll see him in about 30 minutes or so. So
there you go.
So you'll have a cute off. He also wants to know, since you're a pot stirrer, who's the most overrated in the Northwest?
Who's the most overrated? Zoë Sager. Can I say that? Just to stir the pot once again.
We're stirring it. The pot is being stirred currently.
Hopefully, hopefully Zoe sees this because we like the views, but hopefully she doesn't, because we don't want her to be on her bad side either. We're just not making friends. Sierra saying good luck, kick her butts. You got a fan. And then Dustin wants to know, as another wrestler, who's your picks to win the Royal Rumble, men's and women's?
Oh, you know what? I was there at the last WrestleMania, and I gotta see it. I gotta see Cody. Cody finish the story.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get into it because
pick your women's winner, and then I'm gonna ask a follow-up.
Okay.
I don't know. Did they announce already? Bailey, maybe, because Bailey rules all the time, constantly, 24/7. So
She's my number one too. She's my
So
number
you
one,
were
too.
you said you were at WrestleMania. Were you just as sad as JPJ when Cody?
Oh,
didn't
I wasn't
finish
sad.
his
I was
story?
furious.
Were
I
you
was
furious? Did you
I was
leave
furious.
defeated when Cody
there was
didn't finish his story?
mixed emotions. You know
I
what?
was upset.
In the arena, there was a lot of sadness. So I think it seeped into my pores a little bit. It was hard not to share disappointment. You know,
I can't tell you how many minutes I've wasted on this show losing my shit over that decision.
My favorite thing.
Still, I love Cody, and whatever you want him to win back-to-back Rumbles and just do the same thing. You should have just made the decision last. Oh my God, I get so upset. I care, Travis. I care.
I can tell it's important. It's important.
Yeah, brutal. Okay, Pluggo.
So why don't we end on this? Because I know you got to get out of here. You got to get to training. You were able to carve out a little time for us, which we absolutely appreciate. Because I'm going to go on the record saying you're one of my favorite wrestlers on the planet, and I'm not just saying that because you're here. You're fantastic. Let's say everything goes according to plan. Oil Rumble, you beat Zoë Sager, challenge champion. You retain in front of 7,000 people at the Rogers Place. Who would you want Spencer to book as your next opponent for that challenge champion? Are you just good with him throwing whoever at you? If you had to pick somebody.
Yes, I'm good for whoever. I'll take any challenge that steps up. But I've been wanting this for years, and Spencer knows probably exactly who I'm going to say right now. Mars the Specialist. I want to wrestle Mars the Specialist in 2024. It needs to happen. He knows I want it. Spencer, I think I've bothered him too many times about it. He's probably sick of hearing it. Mars, I'm coming for you in 2024.
Hell yeah. Didn't expect we love Mars. We stand for Mars here. He's also got a match at the Oil Rumble, so maybe he gets the victory on his tag match with Jack Pride. You get your victory, LPW 22, 23, 24, wherever it may be. Let's book that. Let's get that done. Yeah. We got a little poll around here.
I would love that. Oh, Spencer in the chat says you want to wrestle Mars with about 9.
So listen, Spencer, we'll push in all of our political chips, Cody Rhodes style, and let's get that match booked, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Please.
Well, again, we know you got to get out of here. We know you got things to do. It's Oil Rumble this Sunday, Rogers Place, 7,000 people. Like Ophelia said, she can't wait to see this intergender match. Challenge champion Travis Williams takes on Zoë Sager. Said she stirred the pot. You got any last words for Zoe before we let you go?
You know what? I think I've said enough. Bring your A game because I know I'll be on the top of mine. So,
love it. Travis, thank you so much for joining us. Always a pleasure. You're welcome anytime. Hopefully we'll get you on here again real soon.
Thank you so much.
Good luck this Sunday at the Oil Rumble, and I look forward to meeting you in person. So
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been a blast, man. It's a lot of fun.
All right.
Well, good luck this weekend.
Good luck, man. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Travis Williams, everybody. Sunday at the Oil Rumble.
At Rogers Place. The first
7,000 people. When he said Mars, I was like, hell yeah, dude.
The first ever independent wrestling show at Rogers Place is running with the professional Travis. With that match, Zoë Sager is at the top of her game.
Be unbelievable.
And I know she's got a chip on her shoulder.
Yes.
That match is going to rule. Travis is fantastic. And I'm not just saying that, friends. If you haven't dived into Travis Williams' catalog of wrestling, as his wrestling catalog, do so. You won't be disappointed. He is fantastic. I'm so excited we were able to get him on Beards. I know that is one of the guests we've wanted to have on for a long time. So I'm glad we were able to pull that off. Mars the Specialist.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest.
He could have said anybody in the world.
I was just like, okay, I was just waiting for him to say whoever, and he's like, I was like, oh, shit,
yes,
that would rule. So hopefully we get to see that.
So listen,
if he's been bothering Spencer as much as he says he's been bothering Spencer, then Spencer's going to give it to him.
And the fact that
he's going to do it.
The fact that Spencer hasn't already pulled the trigger on that, what are you doing? What are you doing, Spencer Love? We're here for you. In your company to help you print money. That's a money match. What are you doing? We will gladly, whenever you book that match, pull back the purse strings a little bit and tighten up the budget to make that happen.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on there right now.
Yeah. Oh, and Spencer saying that Mars is asking too. I wouldn't doubt it. Woo! I wouldn't doubt it.
Let's go.
Have
they been booked for 22 yet? I don't know.
I don't know. Pluggo. We got 10 minutes left. Quizplex happening, top of the hour, right on this very channel. We have Little Mean Kathleen. Who else we got, Pluggo?
Oh, we got Mars the Specialist.
You're damn right we do. You're damn right we do. He's going to be there.
So everybody on this show, go to Quizplex, spam that chat saying we got to get Travis and Mars booked. And then we'll also have Barack Arani, one half of Paralera. He's wrestling at the Oil Rumble Sunday for the Tag Team Championship against our girl, Taryn from Accounting, and Stephen Crow, Ride or Die. It's like a rematch of the triple threat that happened at 21. And I got to tell you, this clandestine society is on another level right now.
They are.
Scary stuff.
Yeah.
But Barack Arani is highly confident that they will regain those tag team titles. We talked to him on Saturday at 4-on-4 Exposure with Blair. You can catch that. You can catch
you
that.
Guys got a lot of stuff coming up this.
Dude, I might have. I got to be honest with you, and I'm trying not to brag like I'm some guy
First
with.
Of all, you can brag.
Huge,
You're allowed
huge
to brag when you work your ass off as hard as you do. You're allowed
with a huge ego, but I could spend the next 10 minutes talking about all this crazy stuff.
Do it.
Fine. For Exposure on Saturday, we're going to go at 7 p.m. with Big Bad Boris is coming back. We're going to preview this Royal Rumble in its entirety. And I heard B2B. Well, B1B is coming, Ben Oman.
Yeah, not B2B, but B1B. I'll be there.
B1B is going to be there. He's going to be there.
Maybe you could be like.
You could fill in for me.
Yeah.
Listen, grow the beard out, make it happen. You know, it's fine. Yes, but yeah, we'll be talking with Big Bad Boris. We'll preview some other independent wrestling stuff coming up, but we're going to main focus Oil Rumble, and then we'll be back Tuesday to chat the LPW 22 card with Big Bad Boris because it's happening on Friday and everything's kind of jumbled. We usually do that, so we're going to make some things happen. And then on February 3rd, we're going to be talking to Katina Creed about the Women's Wrestling Syndicate that Lufisto's starting. That's going to be absolutely dope. Yep, it's going to be 1B. I hope that you get some really dope pictures with Ben Oman and the Rads and all of them. I would
love to. I really want to. I want to get into some mischief with the Rads.
Like I hope to see you.
I really want to get
into the undercard appearance. I hope that
I would love it. I mean, that's not my show. I can't book it, but if I'm allowed to be booked, I want to. I'm asking to be booked. I want mischief. I want to do some mischief. That's just me. Yeah. I'm in for all of it. All right.
I know these aren't our. Yeah, we got a few minutes. These aren't our normal shows. These Quizplex nights, we only get the hour.
Well, I was going to say, you want to talk some playoff football before we get out?
We could talk a little football for a couple minutes. What a wild card weekend!
Oh, we got time. We got 8 minutes.
I'm just saying, but we also got.
Dustin. Yeah. Okay. Why don't you address Dustin's comment here first? Put yourself over just a bit more, and then after that, we'll talk about the quick little 4 preview games real quick, and then we'll get out of here.
Thank you, Dustin. I haven't been putting that over because
you should.
I used to do audio podcasts only back in the day when I first started, and then over the last few months, I've decided I kind of just want to do it as an extension of what I'm already doing with you and Blair, and kind of just dive a little deeper in things that I like and just testing out my solo game and just trying. So yeah, I do Unplugged with Pluggos. This is a cited name. Mike Fish made a little graphic, and it's a cleaner name than Unplugged. It's easier to say. I do an audio podcast. I'm aiming for once a week, so it's on all of your favorite podcast applications. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. Check it out. That's the name right there. And it's a half hour quick. Me just chatting about wrestling. Owen crashed the stream and told me that his favorite wrestler is Bobby Lashley. So if you want to hear Owen's take, maybe I'll get him on more. But I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. It's still just kind of a work in progress. I'm going to grow it, and I love feedback, good or bad. Thank you, Dustin.
Yeah.
The NFL playoffs. Put
over your shit more, bro.
I should put over my shit more, but I'm very humble. I also just don't think I'm that good. So
who cares? It's not about what you. I mean, it is.
You know who else isn't good? The Cowboys.
Brother.
The fucking
Cowboys. Why the hell are they bringing Mike McCarthy back? What is that? Bill Belichick is out there,
but he's interviewing. By the way,
I don't want to get into it. What a nothing franchise for him to go to.
Not even that. They're interviewing him a second time. Like they don't
literally.
like.
But you don't know if Bill Belichick's your choice?
The man has a resume mile long, greatest coach.
Dude has 8 Super Bowls.
Listen,
8.
we weren't sure the first time. Come back
we
for a
interviewed
second.
the first time. Yeah, we need you to come back. We're gonna have to circle back on this. Really?
And I don't know if people have ever been a part of a 2-interview or 3-interview system. The first one's usually with like the HR person, and then they upgrade you to like management. I love that. Maybe the first one was with like some HR person.
For hanging in. Appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Thank you, Kill Crow. Go check out Kill Crow over on Twitch. Absolutely fun streams. I jumped in a couple of them in the chat. He's very in-depth and insightful. Check him out. But yeah, the second interview. But yeah, the playoffs were wild. Like the Cowboys are the Cowboys. McCarthy's going to stay.
Yeah, so we have
the Eagles. Shit the bed. Go Bucks, baby.
We have 4 games this weekend. On Saturday, the early game is the Houston Texans, who
dog walked, as our friend Alex Kane would say. Dog walked the Browns.
The Cleveland Browns.
Like
they are going to Baltimore to face the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm excited for that game. I think that's going to be sneaky.
Yeah,
good game.
I like the Texans team. I like the Texans here. I mean, I think Baltimore probably wins this game because Baltimore, I do think they're the better team. And they're getting Mark Andrews back potentially.
But the Texans got a swagger.
They do. The Texans have, and CJ Stroud is real. Yeah, that dude's legit. And they have a good receiving core. D'Amico Ryans gave that defense an attitude. Yeah, I like the Texans. If I was a Texans fan, I would be very, very happy about the future. Big time. And then the Saturday night game, which I think is this could be a good one with the way that these boys put a whooping on the Dallas Cowboys. But the Green Bay Packers are heading to San Francisco to face the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, I had the Niners winning the Super Bowl all the way back for the preseason. I think they are the most talented team for sure.
Yep.
But I liked what I saw from Jordan Love.
Yeah. Has anybody gotten?
They did it again. They did it again, dude.
But has anybody gotten there was some weeks there where like, is he the guy?
Early in the year, it was bad. He got progressively better. And like, you look at that game against the Cowboys. I know I saw Scott's comment.
Sorry, Scott, but my God.
Yeah. You watched that game last week at Jordan Love. Like you watch him play there. And Dallas is a good defense. Is a good defense. And you watch that and you're like, they went from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers to this kid. And it's like, bro, how do you nail it? How do you nail it? You know?
Culp's trying to get you fired up, bro.
I mean, it's the jokes were old. The jokes were old a week ago, bro.
Listen, Culp. We love you. We appreciate you.
When was the last time your team had an important game ever since Peyton left? Oh, never? Okay, great. Good for you. And then we have on Sunday. Wait, do you think the Packers have a chance to beat the Niners?
Yeah.
So, imagine.
Listen, and it's only because that little stretch where the Niners were kind of bad and they just didn't look great. But
yeah,
I think that was more the exception than the rule. I think this Niners team is absolutely fantastic. But given what I saw, because I also thought this Dallas team was much better than they showed on Sunday.
That shock you? Did what happened?
No, it didn't shock me. But I'm just sitting here thinking, like, if Jordan Love can do that to that Dallas defense, he's got a shot. If they can keep McCaffrey and Samuel and all those dudes off the field, they have a shot. I think the game's going to be good, but I'm ultimately going to ride with the Niners here. I think that they're the better squad, but man,
my team is trash, bro. I've admitted my team is trash, but I feel good. I feel like Gerard Mayo has looked pretty good in the press conferences and stuff. He's been funny. He's seemed like a normal human being. We'll see. I'm a little worried. We don't have enough time to get into it. I'm a little worried about the decisions that are going to be made with like the coordinators and the GM and stuff like that. But whatever. All right, quickly, Pluggo. Your Buccaneers are going to Detroit.
Did you see that person ask Todd Bowles how they're acclimating to the weather? And
I did.
With the most professional way possible. Yeah. He's like, well, we play inside, so we'll only have to be cold for like 20 seconds. And I was like, I would have lit that person up, but good for Todd
I think that my prediction, though, that I gave last week when I said that I think it's going to be the Niners and the Lions in the NFC Championship, I think that's going to happen.
I gotta
I think
keep
the Lions. I think the Lions are going to the NFC Championship.
I gotta keep riding with Baker because it's just been
I know.
working since the preseason.
Good for him, though.
Good for him.
All right, we got to get out of here. Quizplex is coming in 30 seconds. Quick. Chiefs, Bills, game of the weekend.
Bills, let's go. Finally, Bills do it. I think because if not now, then they blow that all up.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. If the Chiefs beat you again,
if you don't win,
how crazy is it though? How bad the Chiefs looked all year, and last week in the playoffs, they look like the fucking old Chiefs. God damn it,
dude!
You're gonna be shocked if Patrick Mahomes makes it to another Super Bowl. Nobody's gonna be shocked.
But I'm taking the Bills just because I want to see it.
Exactly. All right, guys, we're out of here. You know where to follow us.
Yeah, you know where to follow us
everywhere. At Pluggo, at JPJ Loves Gaming. Quizplex is starting in 10 minutes. Pluggo, let them know who's on it. We're gonna get out of here.
Little me, Kathleen. Mars the specialist, Barrett Ronnie, Zach's going to be there, Spencer's going to be there. I think Lawrence is going to be there, and you never know who else might show up on that show.
Yep. All right. Thank you to Travis.
No shoe tonight because we got to get over there.
Yeah, we got to get over there. Thank you to Travis Williams. Thank you to everybody in the chat.
Thank you to Sullivan
for the super chat. Week. Go watch Quizplex. Peace out. I think we're still live. I don't care.